Uh-oh. Hello. It's the Watchmen, and you're listening to 91.7 The Edge Whitewater WSUW. I know you guys missed me last week, and it's a familiar sound. It's like a warm hug hearing that I'm back.
It is. It's embracing. It's beautiful. It's all
I would
those
like
things.
to thank Mr. Kusha for stepping in for me and Riley for going with the audible. But the Bucks game, great time. Watchmen.
Sounds like you have a priority there.
Yes. If I ever have the chance to go to a Bucks game, sorry. Watchmen,
Well,
you gotta go.
That tells you how Drake feels about you and everyone who is listening. That's what that tells you.
Yes, I hate everyone.
Thank
Everyone
you,
listening, stupid.
Thank you, Drake.
You're welcome.
Well, we got some more, just Watchmen
We got
conversations.
some more, yeah.
Stuff.
Some more, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Drake,
What's up?
well, how was your Thanksgiving? Was it all right?
You know what?
What's up with the big sigh there before you talk about your Thanksgiving?
It wasn't bad. It was good.
That's good.
Yeah,
Did you make sure not to bring up any politics amongst
Well,
your
I
family
was with
members?
my grandmother and my parents,
Oh, no one else?
so we were fine. I'm on the same page
All right,
most
that's
of the
good.
time.
Well, for me, as you know, there's a large number of them.
How was your Thanksgiving, Bryce?
Yeah, it was pretty decent, pretty good. Good time. Spent it with the fam, obviously. All the aunts and uncles and cousins, and it was the whole shebang.
Nice. I'm so glad.
Thank you.
So glad. What's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
We had some killer mashed potatoes and gravy. The gravy was going off. It was a little ridiculous.
I'm glad.
Somebody made it, and they did a dang fine job.
I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. Ow!
Oh, did you hit your knee?
Yeah.
Did your funny bone in the knee? Like the little... Not the funny bone. What's it called? There's like a little spot, though, in your knee. You don't want to smack. Just like in your elbow.
Oh, that hurt bad.
I'm sorry, Drake.
We're good.
Drake, what'd you see? Did you see anything this weekend?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Knives Out.
Knives?
Yeah.
Yep. Thoughts?
I thought it was really good.
Okay, yeah.
I liked it.
I admit, I also
A
saw
lot
it.
better than you thought it was going to be.
It was better than I thought it was going to be. But, yeah. It was just... I'll admit there might be some harboring bias.
Yeah, I have a feeling that
Ryan Johnson, but I still thought it was all right.
I have a feeling if this was a different director, like a no-name director, same cast, nothing else changed, but the director's name was different, I guarantee you like it more than you like it now.
I felt like the rest of the cast, besides like Daniel Craig and Ana de Armas, were pretty underutilized in my opinion. But I still thought it was all right as a whole.
But it was really good. Like, yeah, they weren't on the screen as much, but I thought the casting was really good. Like, I enjoyed who played what roles.
That is true.
Thank you. I'm glad you... Hey, you saw something that I saw.
Wait, are we done with Knives Out already?
Oh, you can keep talking about Knives Out.
Yeah,
I don't know.
right.
What else do you want...
I mean, without since there's not truly, I guess, a lot you can describe about it, since it lies amongst the plot, which are spoilers on their own. I don't truly feel like there's a whole lot to say. I thought it was pretty interesting, the little ride that we went on within the movie itself. I don't know. Yeah, that's all right. I guess that does sum up my...
I thought it was very
experience
entertaining.
with it.
I was very entertained the entire time. I was sitting there. I was going, oh, whoa.
Wow.
I was going, oh, I'm having such a good, nice time.
Thank you.
So much good things on the screen.
I saw something that you had already seen. I saw The Good Liar, or just Good Liar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was all right. It was a little, especially the ending with its own reveal, is a little underwhelming. But I kind of liked the tone they were going for, because they were kind of making you try to figure out what on earth is going on and truly who's who is the good liar, who's good, who's not so good, you know?
Yeah.
But I thought it was pretty, like, overall, Ian McKellen, Helen Mirren did a pretty solid job. And for those that don't know what that movie's about, it's sort of like in the most vague way possible, a man who has sort of a shady sort of con man past, meets a woman online being Helen Mirren, and starts to have a relationship with her, while sort of a darker plot and mischievous one surrounds their relationship, I would say. How do you think of that How do you think of that? How was that?
I thought it was pretty good. A pretty good summation.
Thank you.
What
did you think of that
you
movie
can't
again?
really say too much. My summary was that...
Well, not your summary, but like your thoughts.
That I'm
That's what
summarizing
you're
my
saying.
thoughts.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, there you go. Sorry.
I thought that it was... Like I think I said when I was talking about it, that it was not the best movie I've ever seen,
True.
but it by no means was bad.
No, I probably won't remember this very well.
It's one of those movies that I'm not going to be like, oh, I really want to rewatch it.
No, I would.
But I'm glad. I mean, I'm glad that it wasn't like a waste of time. I liked it.
You know, applying that, could you apply that to Knives Out since you already know everything about the movie now?
No, because I feel like that's
any rewatchability to it.
Yeah, I feel like that's the kind of movie that you'd kind of pick up on subtle things a second time since you've seen it.
Okay.
I feel like since you know the direction and you know where things are headed and like who's planning what, I feel like there are things that you could pick up on a second time. Plus, I'd say that movie was a lot more entertaining than The Good Liar was.
That is true. The Good Liar has some slow moments, but I still really liked... I just can't help but like...
I liked it.
Helen Mirren and Ian McKellen.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it quite a bit.
I remember seeing previews for it, and I was definitely semi-intrigued, but mostly I noticed a lot of negative reviews for it, which gave me a little hesitation, but I was like, whatever, let's just go for it.
I saw like mostly mixed. Like people didn't hate it.
I mean, it didn't have bad, it didn't have awful, but they were a little shaky.
Yeah,
those reviews. Okay, so now there's something else that I want to talk about. We may be.
Didn't you see something else?
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Oh,
right now. That's what
okay.
That's what I'm bringing to light right now.
I couldn't remember.
Well, you watched technically. Okay, let me finish my spiel before I get into what I was just about to say. Okay. Anyways, so I feel, Drake, that you and I are probably in the heavy minority with this movie.
Well, for the
technically,
record,
we didn't finish it.
For the record, you've gotten a lot farther.
That's true.
Not a lot farther, but you've
the amount of time you have. Because I was about an hour and a half in, and you said you were about 45, 50 minutes in or so.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And there's still a lot to go. So, we're talking about The Irishman from Scorsese.
I don't really want to finish it.
I don't. Here's the thing, man.
Because
I love Martin Scorsese. Obviously, he makes some great stuff.
The crazy thing that I've heard is that people said the last hour drags.
That's what they say?
People said that they thought that like the first 2 acts or however long was like really interesting and like they loved it.
What?
And they said that the last hour is still good, but it drags on. The entire thing was dragging on.
It was already dragging from,
I can't imagine
the
like...
So I love his ability, Scorsese's ability to tell these epics, these mob stories in a unique and interesting way. While also like Casino is long. Like, have you seen Casino?
Yeah.
Like that movie is long, but like I don't think there's anything I could really take out of that movie. But that movie has some true entertaining value to it. Not saying a movie has to be a sort of festival of action and whatever, but I'm saying it needs some sort of substance, or at least some more clever delivery from its own cast. Like, here's the thing. The cast itself in The Irishman,
old,
they were performing fine. They were doing well. Would you agree?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't think.
I thought Pesci was probably the most interesting part And Harvey Keitel, from the point at which I was watching, is dreadfully underutilized. But here's the thing.
Joe Pesci was like laughably old.
Oh, man.
Even when they tried de-aging him,
crusted.
I was like, this dude's he's an elderly man.
I know. They one thing that really threw me off, I think it's more of a reference to the fact that he himself is new to their criminal business, is when they were talking about De Niro's character, who is an Irishman joining an Italian mafia. And when I know you would have seen this, but oh my God, they kept calling him kid. Dude, he's like, he's supposed to be 40
during that
when we're
scene,
seeing him, but he looks.
During that scene, I could not tell how old anyone was supposed to be.
Yeah, exactly. They hop a lot between different.
I knew that it was a flashback, but I had no idea how old they wanted him to be.
The whole movie is De Niro's character flashing back amongst the whole, his whole story, within the mob and his sort of relation to Jimmy Hoffa. And here's something that I've noticed, especially within Al Pacino's most recent roles, is he goes over the top. I don't think you've truly gone deeply into the Jimmy Hoffa stuff.
I've barely seen him.
But he just goes overboard. It's just him going, ho, 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 and just him yelling at the top of his lungs for no reason. Did you like my sounds? That sounded like. Did they sound like?
Kind of, honestly. Yeah.
Thank you, Jake. Ho. No, wait, that's what he says. Isn't that like a famous... It's not really a line, but it's like a famous thing that he says in... Hoo-ha! That's what it is. What's that from again? It's going to bug me.
I can't do an impression.
Hoo-ha!
Hoo-ha! Hoo-ha!
Crap, what's the one that's from?
Say hello to my little friend.
Was that
That's my impression.
Was that Al Pacino?
He goes, hey, bring me some Coke! It kind of sounded like him a little bit.
That last one was better.
Yeah.
The other one's
Hey, bring me some Coke! Hoo-ha! Hoo-ha!
All right, I think we've lost our minds over here.
Hey!
It's a lot of... he goes a little over the top. It reminds me of a little bit of Insomnia. Remember in Insomnia, the Nolan movie, where he's the detective who... What is he on? He's just like, he can't sleep, right? He has just problems. But in that, would you agree that he's overacting? In Insomnia,
Yeah.
he was just overboard, and he's a little bit like
I like
this.
that movie, though.
Yeah, it's all right. But no, back to the Irishman.
Irishman? What's
Back
it
to the
called?
Irishman, man, is what I was trying to say to you, Drake. And then I ended up saying what you just heard before you. Anyways,
I did hear that.
But you could just see, they all look so tired in their performances, man. They look exhausted. They're so old, but they're like, I know people were like, oh, they proved that they still got it. I remember seeing a lot of reviews saying they still got it, and their acting chops are up to par. I'm like, well, I guess, but they look so tired. Oh my god, they just look so bored.
And I know, when I sometimes...
What? What are you saying?
Okay, never mind. Erase, go back. That was me rewinding.
Thank you. What?
Way too long.
It's really long.
3.5 hours? Excuse me? What do you think?
The beginning...
What? I watched 45 minutes and I thought that I had seen the whole movie.
So the beginning, the first...
Hey, we're going to paint the...
The first 30 minutes is more of like a dehydrated Goodfellas.
Hey, we're going to paint the house. Hey, and then I learned what that meant. Hey, give me the Bambino. Hey, I'll get a plate of gabagool. Hey,
there's also
bring me that.
There's also flashbacks where he's supposed to take place at least 15 to 20 years earlier when he was fighting in World War II. He looks almost no younger. He looks the same.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? I understand they wanted to utilize the technology, but it's not like the same technology, Drake, that they use in the Marvel movies. I don't know if you've had a chance to see what it looks like, where they de-aged Michael Douglas and
wait, which thing?
Samuel L. Jackson. Just look it up. Look up the digital de-aging that they did for Samuel L. Jackson and Michael
I have
Douglas.
seen that. Yeah.
And
I didn't know what you were talking about.
I'm saying, but they don't use the same thing. They use they work through ILM, Industrial Light and Magic. They did They did They did Star Wars, a whole bunch of stuff for Star Wars. Super famous. You know ILM, right, Drake? Thank you, Drake. Anyways, I know there's just one part where De Niro. I know you've seen this part where De Niro's beating up somebody. Boom!
Oh,
wow! You could see
that he wasn't punching
So the stunt man that he's throwing around is totally over exaggerating. You know what it made me think of? This is not really off topic, but it's definitely different from what we're talking about. So I don't know if you've ever seen the one, not that old, but from like a few years ago, where Conan would have this stunt man on his show where he would try to teach Conan defense, like self-defense moves. Do you know some of the videos I'm talking about?
I don't think so.
So Conan's trying to defend himself, and like clearly the stuntman, when he's like doing like he's supposed to like flip them, Drake, but like there's no way Conan's really gonna be able to flip these guys. So the guys will jump into it. They'll flip themselves.
Right, yeah.
To kind of make it more comical and to make it look, obviously not trying to make it look like Conan's tough, but more for like the whatever. Anyways, but you could see that, especially in this scene, it seemed comical because we see the guy throw himself into the door. Do you remember when De Niro first walks in there? And then he grabs the guy, and then the guy throws himself essentially into the window. Yeah. I'm like, what am I watching? And you could see his like stiff his shoulders are like kind of stuck, locked in place, Drake. And he's like this, and you can see his arms barely moving. You could just see, man, you're like, dude, that guy, how old is De Niro, Drake?
Probably 70-something.
Let's take a look here. Exactly. I want to get the exact number. Let's take a look here. Robert De Niro is... Where is it? He's 76 years old. So he's supposed to be a 40-year-old man, but he looks like a 76-year-old dude walking out to go beat up somebody. You could tell he's not kicking the guy because his foot is like stopping short. But my biggest issue is that there's no energy because their oldness their elderliness is not that they can't act. It's just that the characters that they're trying to perform and the actions they're performing don't match their age.
Right.
And it just feels out of place and strange. And I even remember saying to myself, because who was watching it separately, because over the Thanksgiving break, I was talking to my dad about it as he was watching it on his own. And I'm like, him and I were like, what's the point of the movie? There's no like...
It doesn't...
It's like every other mobster movie. What's every mobster movie? I mean, I haven't finished it, so this isn't exactly a spoiler, but it follows almost every trope within a mobster movie itself.
And it's just one of those things where people are going to like it because of the director and because of who's in it. Like, to me, what I had seen is it was nothing, like, special.
So, essentially, if you want to watch dehydrated Goodfellas for the first 30 minutes...
Yeah, and then boring.
And then a slow Jimmy Hoffa biopic, go for it. Have fun. I bet we're in the minority, though, Drake.
Oh, I know we are.
Unfortunately, but I think you and I are just taking our time to think about the movie, I think, more than some others. But, I mean, if you want to watch it, go for it. I may end up finishing it eventually. I don't know. There's not a whole lot for me to gain from finishing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I know how, they join the mob, they're brand new, they work their way up a little bit, and then there's some sort of betrayal, and then people get killed. That's about it.
I just don't care.
I don't care either. No, I really didn't care
it at all.
And I was super looking forward to this movie. I was a little confused, but I mean, I guess it's a good move on Netflix's part to acquire the movie, to buy the rights for it, because I'm sure it's going to bring some heavy positive things are going to be swinging in their favor, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
man, everyone just looks so...
They're crusty.
De-energized, crusted.
They're crusty guys.
They're old dudes trying to be much younger than they are, and you can feel it, see it, and hear it. You can just... everything. Oh, man. But yeah. That's the Irishman.
I don't want to finish it.
I don't think I will. Well, Drake?
Yeah.
That's it for The Irishman. That's our thoughts on that.
Thank you.
Give it a look if you want. You might end up liking it anyways. Whatever. All right, Drake.
Like, what's it have on IMDb? I'm looking at now.
Probably like an 8.5.
Probably way too high.
I think it's an 8.5. Let's take a look here.
Ooh, IMDb's layout's different now.
Oh, yeah, they changed it. Did you not see? Their desktop version?
Not until right now. I'm talking about on mobile.
Oh, and on the mobile.
8.3 and 94 on Metacritic.
Oh, boy. 93.
Calm down, people.
What were they? What? Just take a moment. I know it's Robert De Niro. I know it's Joe Pesci. I know it's Al Pacino. I know it's Marty Scorsese. But hold
Marty?
on.
Are you on a first name
Yeah,
basis
me and him
with
are good pals.
Yeah.
But take a second. Look at it. I guarantee those people were bored.
Oh, I'm sure. Probably. I don't know how you couldn't be.
I just didn't care. All right, well, I don't want to talk about The Irishman anymore. Good luck with it, watching it on your own. All right, Drake.
What's up?
So it sounds like a sequel to The Joker. The Joker is fairly... Sounds like the odds are high of it occurring.
This is news to me because I have not heard anything.
It's not confirmed, but I'm saying it seems highly likely. I think based on the fact that I'm sure Warner Brothers will now be pushing for it a little bit more.
Well, I'm
sure since the positive critical response that will motivate Todd Phillips and Joaquin Phoenix. I'm sure all the positive feedback and the amount of money that it made are going to be key with aspects in wanting them to have it return.
I was just going to say, with how well it did, I would be really surprised if...
Yeah. I don't think...
They didn't.
So it sounds like, and Todd Phillips, I think, essentially confirmed that we're never going to see this Joker with the Matt Reeves Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. Like that, I don't think that's going to happen. If anything, they'll have their own... They're going to have their own Joker. But
who is the cast? Who do you want?
Oh God, Drake!
Who would you want?
Whatever.
Too bad.
They're gonna throw in like another person that we're gonna be like, no way, or I don't know, Drake. What? Do you have ideas? There's no way I have any ideas. The fit in the Matt Reeves. I mean, we don't really know what it looks like yet or feels like, but not somebody too old.
Willem Dafoe.
He's too old.
No.
They wouldn't pick him. No, they wouldn't do that.
No, look at his face. Do you know
he was
faces?
Originally? I think he was considered for the Joker at some point.
Do you know the faces he'd be able to make?
I know he has a great face, and his mouth is just wide and things, but I don't think we'll see Willem Dafoe play the Joker.
Okay, then
think of somebody younger. Somebody a little bit older than Pattinson, but younger than Dafoe. Dafoe is like what, like 50? He's probably like
Paul
60.
Dano.
Well, he's already in the movie, Drake.
That's not what
he's playing Riddler.
I don't care.
What?
I want him as the Joker.
So you want them to do a switcheroo? Well,
yes.
I don't think Joker's
going
to be
the roles.
I don't think Joker's going to be involved in this plot, Drake, in this movie.
I'm saying I want that.
Wait,
Paul Dano.
Is that your Courage the Cowardly Dog?
Yeah, that's Courage.
Oh, when you I remember
Eustace and Muriel.
Oh, the
parents.
Yeah, they're not parents, but his owners.
They're parents. I'm gonna rewatch that show.
When we mentioned it yesterday,
scary, so spooky.
When yesterday you were talking about Courage, it made me think of Samurai Jack, and I want to watch some Samurai Jack. That's all.
I prefer to watch good shows.
Have you ever seen Samurai Jack?
I have seen Samurai
dummy.
Jack. Gives me Danny Phantom vibes.
Are you kidding me? That's Nickelodeon nonsense. That's not
Nickelodeon
cool.
nonsense. Samurai Jack's not cool.
Yes, it is.
What, are you going to watch Ben 10 next?
Drake, you're doing this to,
no, I'm not.
To pester me.
I was not a Samurai Jack fan.
Samurai Jack is more mature than other stuff.
I did not like
cool.
Total Drama Island either.
I didn't like that either. Why are you bringing up Total Drama Island?
Because you love
Samurai
Cartoon Network.
Jack. I do like Cartoon Network. They're better.
Nickelodeon's so much better than Cartoon
Chowder?
Network. Not even close. Flapjack?
The regular
that show was incredible.
Flapjack, right? What did I say?
What?
What was the word I said before?
Isn't Flapjack the one where they're on the sea and he has that blue guy that's just his friend?
Oh, but isn't there a fuller title than that? Like
Probably.
A bigger title than that? Like it's Hold on, I'm gonna look.
Misadventures of Flapjack, isn't that it?
I think that's right.
And I liked Billy.
The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack.
That show is great, and I liked Billy and Mandy.
Oh yeah, I always liked that too.
But I was a Nickelodeon guy. SpongeBob.
And they had Clone Wars on there.
SpongeBob.
Wow, good stuff.
SpongeBob carried. I love SpongeBob.
SpongeBob
so
was great,
much.
and it's still going to this day.
I know. I'm glad.
That means all the kids get to see him. I forgot what were we talking about before that. Let's rewind. Joker. That's right. We were on Joker. I understand what you're saying. I think Paul Dano will be good as a Joker.
Yes, he would.
But, anyways, what I would want for a sequel though for Joker, obviously you can't have Batman because I feel like that would obviously favor it being more of a Batman movie. And they're not going to do another Batman.
Are you excited for the Spawn movie?
Have you seen the original one, Drake?
That's not what I was talking about. I misspoke. Blade. Are you excited for the remakes?
I guess.
I think that'll be pretty cool.
Well, hold on. I want to finish Joker. We'll go right back to Blade.
I don't know
Give me
why
a second.
I thought of that.
Give me a sec. We'll go right to Blade.
Okay.
I like your
Thank you.
Your string of thought
Blade.
there. But with Joker, I feel like you need to have him face up against Drake instead of more like the establishment. I think maybe he needs to go up against another villain, another supervillain. You know what I mean? Like someone who has a shattered mind like him, but different ideologies. So maybe like another Riddler or something, or someone else.
I want another Batman movie with the Scarecrow.
Well,
I think he's an underrated.
Well, that Scarecrow that we saw in Batman Begins is not really like the Scarecrow at all. Like the one that's from like the comics. I mean,
okay.
I was just telling you. I'm just telling you.
Like this, I loved the Scarecrow in the Arkham games. He was awesome.
Oh yeah, when he's in Arkham Knight.
Yeah, he was awesome. I'd love a movie with that kind of Scarecrow.
Yeah, well, maybe that's what they could do for another one of their DC Black Label stuff. You know, where they're focusing on villains, because it sounds like they want to do more movies like they did with Joker Drake, to give it to like just normal filmmakers and just kind of let them do their own thing completely.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? And just do more villain
Really?
stuff. Yeah. Because I think we saw, because they saw the success.
They saw the success.
All right,
I like that. That's actually
the
pretty
success
cool.
from that movie. But they're always going to be standing on their own if they continue to do these.
I like that.
Which I hope they will. But
I like a good villain.
I do, as long as it's interesting. And then you're other people saying, "Well, you're promoting violence." No, they're not. It's not a hero movie, you dummy. It's a movie about someone who's twisted. Like there's movies out there all the time about people who are twisted.
Oh, you know what?
Imagine the movie The House That Jack Built was like a big movie. Like imagine people like.
I was just gonna say that's funny because I was just gonna say, guess what film I watched with my parents?
That movie.
Yeah, I shoved it to them.
Really?
Yeah,
that's really weird.
They like.
That's weird that I was thinking about it.
Oh yeah.
And then you were just about to say it too.
Yeah, that's a good movie. It's on Showtime.
Do you remember the one time where you and I were watching a movie for the first time, and then it was Cell Block?
You texted your cousin?
Cell Block Brawl and Cell Block 99.
And
I was like, dude, you got to watch this movie. And we just finished it.
Yeah.
And he was already in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, you got to watch. He's like, that's insane. I'm watching it right now.
Yeah,
that is weird. Yeah, Joker, I feel like for the sequel, he needs to be facing off against another villain, not necessarily like the establishment, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or the government, or like, yeah. De Niro returns as a okay, well that's spoilers for forget what I'm saying. I was gonna
Stop
say,
it.
I was gonna say something. I was like, you know what? Maybe people are out there who still haven't seen it. I will not say anymore. Joker. I don't know. I'm not totally into the idea of there being a sequel to it, Drake, but if it's interesting, if it's good when I see it, go for it. You agree? I'm not totally compelled by the idea of a sequel.
I definitely
personally.
watch it, but just don't ruin it.
I just really wanted him to be up against Batman. That was a big thing. Or a Batman. Anyways, Drake, you mentioned Blade.
Yeah.
Did you like who will be playing Blade?
Who is playing
Mahershala
Blade?
Ali.
Yeah, I do like that. I like him.
I think that's going to be pretty cool. Here's the unfortunate thing. since it's coming directly from Marvel within the MCU's context, it won't be R, which is the unfortunate thing.
Are you sure?
Yes.
That it won't be?
Because they're not going to make an R movie unless it's under Fox, or if it's under... I don't even know truly if they're going to keep Fox...
What about Deadpool?
...as a specific production title.
I think
Deadpool's never going to change, Drake.
No, I know. I'm saying...
Well, hold on. Actually, they might make it PG-13. You want to know why I think
they said that? I've read something that they said they're going to continue making.
Do you remember when they did that holiday re-release of the movie as PG-13?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a chance...
No, I saw someone they confirmed that the third one... Like a couple weeks, months ago, I saw that they were confirming, they reassured people that it was continuing to be R.
All right. Well, I'm saying that maybe there still might be a chance that
if you're going to make a Blade movie, make it R.
I know, but I don't know if they will. You know, Blade is pretty cool. Like, you've seen the movies, right? The original, at least the first two? Wesley Snipes?
I think I've seen the first one.
That doesn't seem like you're too sure. Drake, have you?
You need to be quiet.
Drake, I just want to make sure
Marvel leaning towards R-rated for Blade reboot.
I agree, but that's not
what they said.
I don't think that's going to happen, personally. I just don't see them doing it. I hope so. I really do. I want it. I want it bad for it to be R.
They're aiming for an R rating.
Not just to be R to be R, but because it needs to be.
I mean, the
for
character,
the character and like the
be.
darkness that surrounds him.
It should be.
But my biggest question is how are you going to intertangle vampires into the MCU? That's what I'm wondering.
I don't care.
You don't care. I know you don't care. I know you don't care. Man, what else was there? Oh, I really want Ghost Rider. I want more Ghost Rider, man. I know there was originally, before Disney completely scrapped all of their side shows, literally. I was going to say sideshow projects, but I'm literally talking about their side shows. So they shut down Marvel TV, Drake, which is the stuff that they were making. I don't know if they completely shut it down, but they're shutting down a bunch of projects that were in the making. What is that face for? Drake made this super weird face at me.
Just a reminder, you're listening to 91.7 The Edge.
You know that show Runaways?
No.
Drake?
Okay, I don't know why I'm thinking of this.
What?
But before I forget, remember that weird mutants horror movie that they kept pushing
New
back?
Mutants. It's still going to come out. I saw a release date for
Probably
it.
going to be awful.
Probably.
Well,
they did. Here's the thing.
It was supposed to be out 2 years ago.
Here's the thing. Drake, I know. When it was supposed to come out, they eventually stopped it, and they did reshoots, which apparently changed a lot of the movie, which... When studios get heavily involved in a superhero movie, usually it's a disaster because you want to know, Drake, all the movies that have had... can you name 2 movies, Drake, that are awful? Just name 2 bad recent superhero movies.
All of the Avengers.
No, God, you
Spider-Man.
Shut up. Shut up, Drake.
Yeah.
I'm talking not ones that you thought were bad, but most people thought were bad.
Green Lantern.
Yep.
Hulk.
No, that's what I'm thinking of.
The Spider-Man Far From Home, Fantastic Four.
Yep.
Miles Teller carried that movie. Just kidding, I haven't seen it. Suicide Squad.
Yep.
With the witch that likes to dance.
Yeah, the dancing witch, Cara Delevingne dancing away.
Yeah.
So Drake, Suicide Squad, a ton of studio involvement. Apparently, they didn't like the first cut, and
they should have just said,
they had forceful reshoots.
Not release the movie anymore.
They weren't going to do that.
I heard that. Speaking of things being R, I heard that
what?
That one movie with Harley Quinn's going to be R. They confirmed it. The Birds of Prey or whatever.
Okay,
I actually think that kind of looks interesting.
Really?
Yeah.
Here's the weird thing. I don't like the costume design. None of the characters are wearing. They're supposed to be these darker vigilantes that are hanging out with Harley Quinn, but they're not.
I thought the trailer was kind of intriguing. I don't know what it's about at all.
Here's the thing. I like Margot Robbie, and I like Ewan McGregor, and we'll see. But
I'd like to give her a little smooch. Ewan McGregor, too, honestly. I'd give him a little smooch.
Yeah, I'd do that, too.
I'd say, you're in a really bad movie.
That's what you're going to tell him?
Dr. Sleep, but I really like the Train Spotting movies.
All right. Hold on. We got off topic again. We were talking about Blade. Blade, yes. Blade would be good. I want Blade. Blade would be cool. I want Mahershala. God, Mahershala would be great. I know I saw one person, Drake, and in the first movie there's a character called, well, he's a comic character, I guess, but called Whistler, and he's sort of like his...
See the guy from...
what?
Guardians of the Galaxy that goes... and the thing goes slicing
Oh, you're thinking
around.
of Yondu? You're
Yeah.
thinking of...
He
what's
goes,
his name? He was in Walking Dead. Why am I forgetting his name?
Did you hear that guy from The Walking Dead died a couple weeks ago? The old guy?
Yeah, that was a while ago, Drake.
A couple weeks ago.
Where the guy who plays Herschel?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a while ago. Where have you been?
Stupid Drake. I'm so sorry for his
Drake.
death, but he was in a bad show, so maybe now they'll finally stop making it.
Oh. Well, at least he missed the worst seasons. That's it, at least. Like when his character got killed in the show, too.
Got bad.
He missed the worst seasons.
It got bad when the dude with the bucket hat died.
Dale?
Yeah. Then it went downhill from there.
Yeah, I understand.
He was my favorite character.
I understand. There was a specific fan club of Walking Dead fans
loved
that
him.
liked it. But then he died from just his stupidness.
I know. I liked, like, the first couple seasons of that show. I liked it, and then I got so, okay, I don't care.
I understand.
At all.
I
when
get
they
it.
keep that one guy alive,
Who?
I hate that guy.
Who?
Eye
Patch?
Negan. Just kill the guy.
Don't say anything. Maybe people haven't gotten there
I
yet.
don't, honestly, if I'm spoiling
Stop it.
Walking
I'm muting
Dead for
Drake's
you,
mic.
I
I'm
don't
muting
care
Drake's
at
mic.
all.
Shut up, Drake. All right. I couldn't find the button right off.
Negan is still alive. And he smashes the,
Bye, Drake.
Asian
Bye, Drake.
guy's
Bye,
head.
Drake. Bye, Drake. Bye, Drake. Drake's now coming back. He's spoiled the show for those who haven't seen it. How dare you?
If you're that far behind, just stop watching. It doesn't
Maybe they
get
haven't
better,
started
I
the show in the
promise.
first place.
You don't. I'm telling you not to.
Oh. Well, I'm glad you want to see Blade, because I do.
Yeah.
But I really want Ghost Rider.
I'll go see
Ghost
Blade
Rider?
with you. I'll see Birds of Prey.
What if there's a Ghost Rider?
With you? No.
Ghost
I
Rider's
never
dark.
was
He's a dark
interested in him.
character, too. He's
No.
cool, though.
No.
Come on, you do
I remember
it.
when you got in a really weird, like...
What? Oh, where I
couple
really
weeks
liked...
where you
yeah,
really
right,
liked
like Ghost
him.
Rider?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were rewatching them. You had posters in your room. You
Nope,
were
I didn't have posters.
sobbing every
Nope.
night on the phone. You're going, I
No.
wish he was real.
Yeah.
You're crying to me.
Okay.
And you said, I wish he'd just slice me with his chain. That's what you said. You're
Drake.
crying.
None of those things occurred.
I don't know. A couple of them did.
All right. See you later, Drake.
Okay.
Okay. I had another topic that I wanted to talk about. No Time to Die. New James Bond. Thoughts, Drake?
Is it still Daniel Craig?
Yeah. It's his last one. And guess
Get
who's in
Idris Elba. Who?
it? Rami Malek.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's the villain.
Oh, I kind of like that. They better not ruin it like they did with, God,
Christoph Waltz.
yeah,
Christoph Waltz.
one of the worst.
It was so bad! Spectre is awful. It's really
I
bad.
felt like,
oh my
was
God.
the budget a lot smaller for that than
No.
like Skyfall?
No.
I felt like Skyfall,
No, dude, it's just a mess.
I felt like Skyfall was like a lot
The
better.
movie's such a mess that you don't remember
I thought
enough from it.
Skyfall was like a lot, obviously a better movie, but I felt like production design, it was like a lot better made too.
Of course. Of
I
course it's a
remember
lot better made
like,
because it's a good movie.
I
The other
remember
one isn't.
seeing stuff in Spectre,
Yeah.
and I was like, the special effects look bad. I was like, what am I watching?
exactly
Like
what
in
you
the
mean.
beginning,
Yeah, where he's in Mexico,
Yeah,
Mexico City.
it looked
yeah,
horrible.
It looked bad. Remember when he's falling? He's
Yeah.
like when the building's collapsing, he's sort of like ramping down it, and he's like looks like he's kind of like surfing, and it looks really goofy.
I don't remember anything about that movie. It being bad.
I just remember Drake. Here's one thing I
didn't
know
understand his motivation at all.
exactly. He's like, "Oh, you're my step bro." I'm trying to do his. Yeah, no, I'm trying to do his. No,
What?
that's not what he's saying. I'm trying to think of his accent in the movie. Or whatever. He plays
We
Blofeld.
smacked the kind, Mr. Bond. You have 2 seconds till the lasers touch your testicles. And then
That's Goldfinger.
Yeah.
That's a different guy.
I will turn you into a piece of gold.
What is he, an old witch? What are you
Yes.
talking about?
Speaking of witches.
Hold on.
Okay,
No,
sorry.
don't. Why? I was still
I'm getting-
talking about the movie.
Yeah, what about
Spectre.
it, though? We'll have to wait till the trailer.
I remember Drake. So I don't know if you remember this, but Christoph Waltz is supposed to be the ultimate villain. Apparently, he was supposed to be the guy that conjured all of the negativity that happened throughout Bond's life. Apparently, the guy from Quantum of Solace, the French guy,
why does he care that much?
the movie that nobody likes. The villain. So the villain from the first movie, who is who's that? My God.
Johnsonville.
Johnsonville.
Usinger sausage.
Shut up, Drake. What's his name? Man. It's right there. Come on, Drake. Help me. Come on. He was
What movie?
The villain from Casino Royale.
I don't know.
The actor. His name.
Mads Mikkelsen.
Mads Mikkelsen. God dang it! I couldn't think of it. Mads Mikkelsen. Apparently, he was supposed to be like a part of his whole organization. Apparently, like he's behind all of his suffering.
Why does he care that
life.
much?
Exactly.
Why does he care?
But it's not like I don't think he even betrayed him in the context in the movie when they talk about it. They're just saying, "Oh, my family raised you, and you." Oh no, they died or something, and he didn't. I don't remember. No. It's because they liked Bond more as a kid than they did their own son. I think that's what it was. I think that's why he decided, now I'm going to make him suffer.
Oh, yeah.
Throughout his whole life.
Wow.
What a bad movie.
Your parents like me more than you. Does that mean you're going to torment my life?
Do you think that's true?
Yeah. I know it's true. Griffith
I know your
family,
parents
hi.
like me more than you. For sure. Easily. Easily. When someone asked them in just like they're taking a little survey. Who do you like better, Drake or Riley? Heavy check mark on Riley. Big one, a big ass one with a Sharpie.
The funny thing is, you're just repeating the joke that I made, but you're somehow doing it and it's less funny.
But better and louder, therefore it's better.
And you're doing it and it's somehow less funny than when I was doing it. That's the crazy thing.
Oh, thank you, Drake. I didn't know what you had to say was interesting.
You're welcome. That's
relevant.
crazy.
Thank you, Drake.
Yeah.
No Time to Die. I like the title. It's very James Bondish.
Yeah, it's. Well, there's that VR game called I Expect You to Die, so it's basically the same thing.
I heard that the plot.
I don't want to know. Shh. Quiet time.
Are you kidding me?
I don't want to know.
You spoiled all of Walking Dead.
Yeah, it's a bad show, and
for people.
That was a spoiler.
And I
for
can't
like
tell
2
you that it's
seasons ago.
might be based on one of those specific Bond movies.
No, I don't want to know.
Dr. No. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Which I hope it isn't.
I'm gonna research everything that you're excited to watch, and then spoil everything.
Not based on, but that they're gonna take some ideas.
How have you
like
been
there's
liking
an island.
the Golden Compass? Horrible.
It's pretty good. His Dark Materials. I really like it so far.
Nope. I think that they're making
solid.
a dark Christmas Carol is kind of weird.
Oh, the thing you're talking about with Tom Hardy?
Yeah.
What is it really?
Weird.
It does sound weird.
Well, I mean, the story is...
Is it just called A Christmas Carol?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, the story is, like, pretty dark
First, I'm going to look up
itself,
Tom Hardy and see if I can find it.
But, like, why are you making it?
I'm going to investigate. That's a good question, Drake. They like doing
one of
dark
those things,
versions
like,
of things. Let's take a look. Actor. That's not what I want. Show by. I don't like the system on their desktop display. Man, I don't see it on here. Are you sure?
He might be a producer or something. I know he's involved.
Let me look at producers.
Well, look at
Christmas. A producer.
Yeah.
A TV miniseries, only 3 episodes.
What's it coming on?
It's just called
I bet they're going to do a Christmas
Carol.
Past, Christmas Future, Christmas Present episode.
Cast is Guy Pearce. Well, who else is in this? Guy Pearce.
Guy Fieri?
Is he Scrooge? Yeah. Guy Pearce is Ebenezer Scrooge. We got Stephen Graham. I recognize this guy. Oh, he's in some stuff. He's a British dude. Joe Alwyn? Alwyn. His last name is spelled Alwyn. That might be Welsh.
Alwyn.
Alwyn. I don't know what that is. Who else was in this? And Vinette Robinson. I don't know. I don't recognize her. Oh, she's briefly in Sherlock. I recognize her. My bet, Drake, maybe this is a BBC thing.
It's not. I don't think.
Well, these are very FX. I see it now.
Watch the trailer. It's like...
I'm not going to do that now.
Well, yeah, I'm talking about right now.
Drake, you really anger me sometimes.
Thank you.
You push me to the edge before I just want to beat you up. Drake?
Yeah, what's...
I'm interested in No Time to Die. Oh, yeah, don't forget Drake Inspector. He fell in love with that French actress.
Marion Cotillard?
Nope, that's another. That's one. That's a French actress.
I was just naming the first one I could think of.
That's name another one. Name another French actress if you can.
The person from Raw.
That's not a name.
Jean Petron.
Did you make that up?
Claude Jean Van Damme.
Léa Seydoux. That's what I'm talking
Léa
about.
Seydoux. I bet it's
Seydoux.
Thomas Middleditch.
Anyways, she
Thomas
is...
Middleditch.
All right, that's enough out of you.
Thomas Middleditch.
Thank you, Drake.
Okay.
So yeah, she's in it, and I think he fell in love with her last movie. Someone else who's back, Drake, is Jeffrey Wright. He played the CIA guy that we saw briefly in... he's in Casino Royale, and I think he's in...
You're going to tell me these
Quantum of
things?
Solace.
Don't know.
This guy, don't you remember? You know Jeffrey Wright. You'll recognize him. He's in Casino Royale. James Bond runs out of money.
Oh, I don't like that guy very much.
What?
Kinda
He's great,
me.
dude. He's really good in Westworld.
I know you love that show. When's the next season coming out? Hopefully never.
Soon. Very soon.
Well, we're running out of time, and I want to get to the most important of things to talk about.
Wait, what's that?
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
The most important. I don't disagree with you.
Yeah, thank you. I was going to say, I thought you were about to... Woo, I was about to come over there and slap you silly.
Thank you, Drake. Drake?
Yeah?
What are your thoughts on it? It's coming back very soon.
I'm so excited.
Well...
I'm so ready for it.
Me too.
In about 12 years... I'm going to go and watch the one episode that I haven't watched of Curb, and it's going to be like...
Okay. Oh, yeah. There's one you haven't seen.
Yeah.
The one mystery episode. Why haven't you seen it? I think you fell asleep or something.
I just didn't. Yeah, and you kept watching without me. Thanks.
That doesn't sound right either.
No, it does.
When you and I were living in a dorm way back when.
It does sound. Right.
I remember when you and I... Was that freshman year? Where you and I were watching all of Curb?
Yeah.
Up until that new season came out? That was pretty good stuff. Where is... I was just... Okay. Let's do this to close out here. Let's do... everyone knows what's coming out. Just a bunch of stuff. A bunch of crap. Let's do a little game. Drake, can you name... Let's do the top... The top... You know, what's it called? I'm losing my mind here. The known for section for actors. All right, put that phone down. Put that phone down. I'll make sure you're not doing. Put it down for 2 seconds. All right, we're doing Rami Malek. Go. Name is 4.
Mr. Robot.
Okay.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Okay.
Night at the Museum.
Okay.
I can't even
think. You can do it. You can do it. At the Home Depot. We can help.
Buster's Malheart, which you still haven't watched. I know that's not going to be it. What is it? How many did I get right?
So you're going to be surprised by one. So one's Papillon.
Oh, yeah.
And then Short Term 12. And he's barely in that movie. He's barely in that movie, I think.
No. He's a pretty big character.
Agree to disagree.
What? You clearly don't remember that.
All right, let's do Ray Fiennes. Can you do Ray Fiennes? Because I'm drawing off the cast here from the next from No Time to Die. You can do it. Come on, Drake. You can get 2.
Yeah,
2 for sure. Yeah. No, 3 for sure.
No, I know. I'm gonna go with.
Come on.
Schindler's List.
Okay. I won't say anything else again. You just say them all.
The Goblet of Fire, Harry Potter. That one movie where there's like a love triangle. It's like people really like it for some reason. And one other Harry Potter movie. I don't know which
Name
one
one.
because the last one, Deathly Hallows Part 2.
You're 25% right. You got one right.
Which one?
So the only one that's on there that you said was Schindler's List. Then that's Deathly Hallows Part 1. Oh, wait. It is Part 2.
Yeah!
You're right. I thought I said Part 1.
Woo!
All right, you're right about that. And the other one is The Constant Gardener. Gardener?
Don't know what that is.
I don't remember that one. I'm surprised it wasn't like The English Patient.
What's the other one?
The one where he's like all deformed or something. The other one's Grand Budapest Hotel.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. We got time for one more.
Let's see.
Take a good one. Not too obscure.
Christoph Waltz.
Okay.
Remember, there were some other movies that he was in besides Tarantino.
I can't remember those. Go to someone else.
All right, I don't want you to do this one either. I looked at the other two. You're not going to think of them. I wouldn't think of them. No, I don't like that one. No. Hold on. Give me a sec. Okay, I see him because he's on the home. No, I wouldn't get him either. Crap. Let's do Jack Black because I see him on the homepage.
Okay.
Here. Hold on, wait. Let me pull him up first before you say one. Oh.
Okay, Nacho Libre. Bernie. Pick a Destiny. And
Come on.
Kung Fu Panda.
Wow, you got one right.
What?
Nacho Libre.
What are the others?
Think. Come on. Come
Jumanji.
on. No.
What
was it was one of the biggest movies. It was a huge family movie, dude. It was huge.
Kung Fu Panda?
Nope. I told you no Kung Fu Panda.
I don't know.
School of Rock.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, name the other one.
I don't know.
He's not a comedic role in this one.
High Fidelity.
That's one of them, but he was pretty comedic
let's
in
go.
that movie. He's
Let's
fairly
go.
comedic in that movie. The other one, come on, you can do it. Not comedic. It takes place in the 30s.
Have I seen it? Oh.
Come on.
King Kong.
Yeah. There you go. Job, Drake.
Well, that wraps it up.
Good luck out there.
Next week, last week.
Oh,
tell
yeah.
your friends.
Last week
Ring
for
the
a while.
alarm.
Last one until next semester comes around. When is that for us, Drake? When do we return?
Like January 20th or something.
I want to know specifically for the audience so they
Doesn't
know.
matter.
Maybe you and I, we could probably do a couple of videos on our channel normally. Would you agree? We could do that.
Well, next week will be our last week,
Hold on.
so thank you for being a gracious audience.
We will return when the new semester comes about. That is for sure. But I'm sure Drake and I will be adding at least a video or two onto the channel. So if you want to check us out, just go to YouTube, search The Watchmen. We're not going to be the first one you see, though, unfortunately. So make sure you look for the red background and the... What's it called again? What's the thing called? When you're cutting a scene,
Yeah, I know what you're talking
and
about.
they clap the little board, and
Something
it goes like,
board, call board or
action,
something.
boom, and then it's got a white W on it. You'd see it. You'd know it. You'd know it. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. Like I said, next week will be our last one until winter break is over. Like I said, Drake, been having a good time
Yes.
out here.
So I wanted to say thank you, and you are listening to 91.7 The Edge Whitewater, WSUW. Stay warm and have a happy day.
All right, see you guys.